manufacturing team members at LGC. Jeff, who is one of the people who kind of started LGC, came into my sculpture studio. I'm going to be a senior at the Stamp School of Art and Design at the University of Michigan. And he brought in one of the lactation simulators, and it was just kind of like this moment of, wow, what is that? And I wanted to get involved, so I contacted Anna after that, and that's kind of how my involvement started. Evaluating what we need to get done that week, so most of the time it's making models, so lactation simulators, whether that be the essential or the advanced, and right now we also have a lot of new product development going on, which is pretty cool, and that's working with our breast cancer model and just making sure that everything that we're putting out into the world is the most accurate and best that it can be. So when I first got this job, I told my parents that I got a boob job, which they were not super happy. They didn't think that was super funny, but I did. And then I kind of go into letting people know that like what we're doing is really surrounded. It focuses on women's health. That's one of the main points that I like to drive home. And then I explain that there's not a lot of education on lactation, and that's kind of something that we're trying to combat and like help with. So with the lactation model, I say that it's to help like med students and new mothers learn how to like better lactate and like just understand their breasts better. So like we add things like mastitis and clogged ducts to familiarize everyone involved with what that feels like, and then because our models can actually like lactate, we help med students and women again learn how to like use different massage techniques to express milk, and a lot of people most of the time, even after that explanation, are kind of confused what the lactation simulator is, and when I explained the breast cancer simulator, they're a little bit more responsive to it, and I think have a better idea with what we're doing. So what I want to do in my future is universal design, which is kind of this cool area of design that looks at our world and you evaluate like how you can make the lives of people with like physical or mental disabilities easier. So that could be anything from like looking at a gardening tool and saying like, how could I make this more accessible for someone with arthritis? It could also be like adapting a wheelchair to be able to like go up a stair. And with LGC, I feel like we're kind of providing this like universal tool for education. And I think that that kind of ties into my future with I want to just be creating things and helping people, and I feel like that's a lot of what we're doing at LGC, especially being part of the manufacturing team. Quirky. Definitely passionate. There's a lot of passion at LGC, and I think the last one is kind of like a mix between like grit and dedication. I think everyone who's a part of this community is very dedicated to what we're doing, and we really put like everything into what we're doing. I came in at this really cool time where we're doing a lot of new product development, and we're really like perfecting both of the lactation simulation models. And I'm really excited to see who we're going to be working with in the future, like whether that be different like simulation centers across the country or maybe even the world, but then also like what hospitals we'll be working with. I think that we've really established ourselves as a company, and we're starting to be more like recognized or like known, and I'm excited to see where that recognition leads us. Yeah. Happy World Breastfeeding Week!